running out of time. Every day goes by so fast, and every moment counts, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Baby, while we're young.
James Harden. So looking to attack is going to be really important for Minnesota. Obviously, ISO's the pick and rolls. get back. This is a team that's looking to run. And then Minnesota has to have a quick strike mentality too. 32 fast break points from Minnesota last time we saw this team in Los Angeles. So quick strike mentality is something they have to have.
DiVincenzo outside, Randall in the corner, baseline drive, puts it up off window, too strong. DiVincenzo the offensive board, outside to Edwards. Edwards, elbow J, left it short. Zubats the rebound.
Very good elbow jump shooter. He likes that area of the floor.
Harden, no on the floater. And here comes DiVincenzo the other way. McDaniels rises, can't get the shot to fall. Minnesota 0 for 3 to start this ball game. Harden left alone. And did he try to go off glass there?
Jaden blocked that. He got back into play. Unbelievable play by Jaden McDaniels. Sprinted back and got in the face of Harden.
Randall no good. Gobert, the offensive board, missed the shot, but the whistle blows. There's a foul. And Rudy Gobert will go to the free throw line.
Jaden misses that runner in transition, but got back into the grill that time of James Harden.
Ooh, just
got a little bit of it.
Just a little bit of the
pinky,
finger on it.
Got a pinky on it.
That is a block for Jaden McDaniels. Good eye, Jim Pete. And Rudy Gobert goes to the free throw line. He has the third highest free throw attempt rate in the NBA. And this definitely quiet.
Well, people were looking to sit down.
Yeah,
because they wanted him to make that first free throw. Everybody gets to sit down after that.
Another great crowd here at Target Center. And Gobert splits a pair.
Minnesota has won the first two matchups against the Clippers, who were undermanned each time they played. We haven't seen Norman Powell this season yet, so same thing with Kawhi Leonard.
Powell, fouled by DiVincenzo. And Norman Powell will go to the free throw line. I asked Ty Lue about Powell before the game. Of course, the Clippers moving on from Paul George, and during media day, Powell said it's, addition by subtraction. And he's put in the work, taking advantage of his opportunity. Ty Lue said he's been challenging him on the defensive side of the ball, and he's also understanding what it's like to be a leading scorer on the team while also having to defend on a nightly basis as well the opposing team's better players.
See the highest point per game increase from one season to the next. Norman Powell, he was over 10, but you think about what happened after that New Orleans game. The teams that they'd seen OKC, they saw San Antonio, and they didn't really need him this last game against the Atlanta Hawks when they were playing at home. But OKC, they shut him down. He was just 1 of 11 in that ball game, and we've seen OKC firsthand what they can do.
Wow. And no whistle. Randall trying to find Gobert inside. A lot of contact, no call. Here's Kawhi Leonard. His first shot rolls out. Here comes DiVincenzo the other way. LA 2-1 here in the bottom of the first. Edwards once again draws a crowd coming off that 53-point performance. Good feed. Gobert there for the throwdown.
James Harden was a low man that time and did a great job of just really being patient, wait for Rudy to get to the front of the rim. Harden was no match for Rudy inside there. Great play.
Harden goes down, and now it's Leonard on the drive, floats it up and left it short. Kawhi Leonard will be on a minutes restriction once again tonight. DiVincenzo couldn't handle it. How about McDaniels with the save? No, he stepped out of bounds.
Ball just slipped out of Dante's hands that time. He was trying to reverse the ball, and it happens.
Sean Corbin all over it. Our crew chief tonight, John Goebel, along with Corbin and Derek Richardson. Clippers 0 for 5 to start this ball game.
Those players, they have that working hand stuff on the scoring table over there as Chris Dunn gets the first one to go. That little green thing that looks like a hockey puck on the scoring table, that is this hand cream that guys use to make sure the ball doesn't get sticky, or gets it sticky, actually. Gives you a little grip.
Edwards outside, McDaniels.
Wow.
And he is fouled by the claw. It's going to be the first foul on Kawhi Leonard. And there's that. You got the powder there on the left. This green stuff, this Gorilla Glue stuff there on the right. Yeah.
Players come dip their feet. It's not stick 'em, but it's more like just a really kind of sticky lotion. And the guys got to stick their fingers in it just to get the grip. That ball is slippery, man, especially when the arena's cold.
Step back, Jay Edwards.
Go ahead.
On the scoreboard, his first field goal. 5-4 Minnesota. Oh, deflection by McDaniels. DiVincenzo comes out of there with it. 4-on-1. Randall to Edwards, and he got the finish.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here comes the Clippers the other way. Norman Powell, dangerous from three. Can't hit.
I love the pace of this game for Minnesota.
They are 1 for 7 shooting thus far. Edwards, that won't go. Zubac's the box out. And here comes Harden, 7th in the NBA in assists per game. Behind the back, Kawhi Leonard. And now Zubac taking his time. Kawhi Leonard for three, good. He knocked down 3 3-pointers on Saturday in his regular season debut. That's his first tonight, and that's an over and back.
Julius needs to be more aware. I mean, that's just a silly turnover. Again, Anthony Edwards driving it to his left hand, getting to the baseline, knocks down the jumper. Love the transition. Love the deflection by Jaden that set that up.
Harden to the cup, puts it through. He struggled in the last meeting between these two teams. Just 1 for 10 shooting from Harden in the last meeting in L.A.
Jaden did a heck of a job that night.
DiVincenzo spinning around traffic. Step through blocked by Zubac. Here comes Powell the other way. Among the league leaders in fast break points, and he's fouled by Anthony Edwards, and Powell will go back to the free throw line.
You know, one of the reasons why he averages 4.7 fast break points per game is because he's so good in transition, stopping and popping in three-point range, and Harden is really looking for this. You look at that who James Harden assists to, and it's really a great thing that NBA.com does. You can just look up a player's passing dashboard and see who they assist to the most. And so Ivica Zubac gets over 70 assists from James Harden. So that's his number one target, is obviously a pick and roll game.
And that's the 5th best duo in the NBA.
Yeah, and so then Norman Powell's right there after him. And you're seeing Harden when James is pushing tempo and trying to collapse the defense, it's Norman Powell that's spotted up outside the paint, outside the arc area, looking for open shots, and he just is draining threes right after left.
A 7-0 run by LA, and they lead by 4. DiVincenzo back to Edwards. Edwards, hard attack, stripped by Dunn, in the hands of Gobert. Gobert beat the clock, shot it too hard. Extra hustle. Edwards, 3-ball, no. And Leonard chases down the rebound. This is just the second game of the season for Kawhi Leonard. Pull up, no good. And Ty Lue said he's not going to close tonight's ball game. They have a minute's restriction in mind for him. And they're being cautious with that knee. Corner three, Randall, well short.
Kawhi played over 7 minutes in that first quarter last game against Atlanta, then 8 minutes in the second quarter. He played 15 minutes in that first half. I was surprised at that much. He was on a minutes restriction. He's played a lot.
Zubac spinning, got the roll. 13-7. All of a sudden, LA has come alive, and Chris Finch needs a timeout. Just past the midway mark of this opening quarter. Good.
So baby, we should start living now, 'cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now.
One of the leaders of this group, he said this morning, if we want to be the team we're capable of being, we can't start games the way we have energy-wise. We have guys that really want to win and do the right thing. Tonight, he said they will be a lot better. Jim P, what do you think of the energy so far?
It's been a great energy start. I mean, you can't fault the energy. Defensively, they've been active. They just haven't hit shots. I mean, Jaden's 0 for 1, Julius is 0 for 3, and Dante's missed the only attempt he has. So, and you know, Ant has missed some shots he normally would hit. He's 2 of 6. So the energy's been great, but the execution has not been.
Hard in the miss. Kawhi Leonard there for the follow off the Conley turnover. Both teams going to the bench. Again, Conley coming off the bench tonight. Naz Reid on the floor right now. And Terrence Mann is in for the Clippers. Edwards, short on a 3. Thought he was hit on the elbow. Does not get back defensively. Dunn makes the catch. Toss out. Leonard, 3. No.
Anthony Edwards has to stop complaining again. He shoots the perimeter shot. Chris Dunn contests and release, and Ant's complaining about a call. Meanwhile, Chris Dunn is at the other end of the floor waiting for the pass to be thrown to him.
Oh, beautiful move. McDaniels got a 3. That snaps an 11-0 Clippers run.
Well, that's nice, too, because that's Kawhi Leonard. That's going to make the highlight reel.
Leonard around a Zubac screen. Sets up Dunn. Dunn for 3, and that's a win for Minnesota. We'd rather Dunn taking shots. 34% three-point shooter, not really a scorer with this group. Naz Reid, well short, and the Wolves have had a number of shots. Short iron. They are 5 for 16. Overall, here is Harden. Working on Conley. Tosses it out to Leonard. Leonard firing from deep and hits another. Second three-pointer of the ball game for Kawhi Leonard, and they lead by 8.
He was really pacing himself in that first game against Atlanta. He is not pacing himself here. He's already got 7 shots up. 8 points for Kawhi on 3 of 7.
Edwards. ISO. Pump fake. Skip pass too high for Mike Conley, and that is the 5th turnover of the ball game for Minnesota.
Yeah, I was talking to Mike Fratello and Brian Seaman, their broadcasters, before the game about Kawhi Leonard. We'll get into it after. We have to sell commercials.
Back in a moment. We got bills to pay.
Shining bright. Yeah, we should stay up so that we can look at them all night. Just keep holding me, don't let me go. Everything's so magical. All I need is you tonight. If I shut my eyes, keeping them closed, all the senses explodes. You and me under the sky. Let's stay up all night. Give our hearts a new beginning. When we fell in love, every second, every minute, we were high on life. Didn't waste our time, didn't sleep as much as now. Let's stay up all night. Baby, let me hear what's on your mind. Yeah, let's talk. You have my attention tonight. Just keep holding me, don't let me go. Making it so magical. All I need is you tonight. If you shut your eyes, keeping them closed, all of the senses exposed. You and me under the sky. Let's stay up all night. Give our hearts a new beginning. When we fell in love, every second, every minute, we were high on life. Didn't waste our time, didn't sleep as much as now. Let's stay up all
.com/tickets. Wolves out there with Mike Conley, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Rudy Gobert, Naz Reid, and Anthony Edwards. They're down by 8 right now. And after a slow start, the Clippers have found their groove.
All bench players coming into the game here for Ty Lue, except for James Harden.
And Harden knocks down the J. All 5 starters have scored for LA. Kawhi Leonard on the bench now leading the way with 8 points.
ISO scoring and pick and roll game with James Harden, and so he's one of the best in the game still at ISO scoring.
Conley, hard drive, high off window, no good. Harden the rebound.
Another target for James Harden in transition.
Terrence Mann, his second game back from a broken finger. He missed 11 games, played well on Saturday, and knocks down the 3 there. Edwards stripped by Mann. 3-on-1. Coffee, no good. Rebound, Harden. Sets up Coffee in the corner. Coffee puts it up and through. He had 15 of his 17 points in the first half on Saturday. It is a 15-point advantage for the Clippers. Reid spinning out of trouble, goes down, hits the shot. And finally, the Wolves get another hoop. Can they get stops? Minnesota 27th in defensive rating over their last 5 games. Harden. Got it back from Coffee. Jab step 3. Blocked by Gobert. Edwards. Sizing up Coffee. The blow by and the flush. And a technical foul on Anthony Edwards. And that was building. He's been arguing calls from the start.
Well, he gets hit on the wrist by Nicholas Batum. He gets completely hacked, and have to say, just going back and looking at some of these plays that he complains about, I mean, Batum hits him on the arm. And we just see all these little ticky-tack things that referees call, and Anthony Edwards does not get those kinds of calls. Those little brushes of the arm and actual hacks. Forget about the brushes on the arm. He just takes so much contact and just plays through it, and he's just getting super frustrated right now at this juncture of the season. Minnesota's been losing games, and he's just been super frustrated at this juncture. I don't think you really even appreciated how much contact he took. Those replays we just saw didn't really show how much contact there was as James Harden scores in ISO scoring again, one-on-one play.
6 points for James Harden. They started the game 0 for 5. They now hit 10 of the last 18 shots. Randall and DiVincenzo back out there. DiVincenzo swings it to Conley. Conley to Alexander Walker. In and out on a 3. By the way, 8th technical foul for Anthony Edwards this season. Harden. On the move, got some separation, can't hit the shot, Reed the rebound, pushing the tempo, leaves it for Conley. Conley, and he's fouled as he lost the handle. And you mentioned this, Jim, we've seen too many of these slow, low-scoring opening quarters for the Timberwolves lately.
Dante hurt his hand a little bit right there, grabbing at the basketball. He's kind of grabbing it behind his back.
Alexander Walker over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, hard drive, missed the shot. And he's grabbing around that wrist area, that right shooting wrist. He already has that left thumb wrapped.
Well, Jaden's coming in for Mike Conley here. I thought he might be coming in for Dante, but Dante's going to suck it up. But he is grabbing at that thumb.
See the numbers for DiVincenzo this season. A year ago in New York, he started coming off the bench, and then due to injuries, he was inserted into the starting lineup for Tom Thibodeau, and then he started to blossom. Had a 283 three-pointers last season, 3rd in the NBA in three-point field goals made. And really took off as he entered that starting lineup. 10 seconds to go in the first.
Forcing the switch.
Harden, outside man, quick trigger, no good on the 3. And the first quarter in the books. Timberwolves shoot just 30% from the floor, 1 for 7 from three-point range. And they have to climb out of an early hole. Grady, Jim Peterson, Katie Storm. Timberwolves go with a different starting lineup tonight. Again, the results not great in that opening frame, mainly because they just could not score the ball. DiVincenzo for three. Too strong. Randall the offensive board, and he is fouled. Randall is among the league leaders in second chance points. He has been aggressive on the offensive glass.
Kevin Porter picks up the foul there from Julius Randle.
Alexander Walker gives it up to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo beating the shot clock. Can't hit. And all white jerseys there for the rebound. This is Kevin Porter Jr. He played well in the first meeting between these two teams, was injured in the second. Powell, hard drive, got the bucket. They give him continuation. Slapped by Naz Reid. And an and one opportunity for Norman Powell.
We've got to contain. So close out that time by Minot, and I'm sure, obviously, he's...
Well, they got Minot for the foul.
Well, Powell is a flush guy, so you've got to get all the way. It's not just up to touch with him. And so it's all about the way that you close out. They're trying to force him left. They're trying to force Harden left, and Kawhi Leonard for that matter. So everybody's being weaked in this game plan. But you got to contain better on the perimeter.
Wolves shooting just 27% from the floor. The Clippers are fourth in defensive rating in the NBA. Randall, poke away by Batum. Randall, the spin inside, hanging, too strong off window. Randall got his own. Outside look, extra pass. Alexander Walker beat the clock and drained it. They may have to take a look to see if he beat the clock.
I'm telling you.
But that was I'm
close.
talking a millisecond.
It was close. Yes, sir.
30-19 at the moment. Porter outside. Jones too strong. Reid the rebound. Reid, strong move. Big jelly. Bucket. And the foul.
That's the separator of Naz. You know, Naz always stays squared up and faces his defender. It's one of the things that makes him successful. And you know, with Julius, sometimes he is a little slower on his moves to the basket, and he'll turn his back to the defender, which when he starts pounding the basketball, that's when help can come and take it from him. That's where he turns it over. With Naz, he stays squared up. He is looking to attack, and he's so athletic.
Reid misses the free throw. It's 30-21. Jones puts it up and through. They call him airplane mode for a reason. First field goal for Derrick Jones Jr. Of course, played last season with the Dallas Mavericks. Randall over to Minot. Alexander Walker wants three, left it well short. Porter lost the handle, stripped by Minot, and he turned it over. Let's go back to that three-pointer, Jim Pete, right at the end of that shot clock. A little hot potato between Minot and Alexander Walker. It's out of the hip.
It
was a tenth.
It's a tenth of a second difference. It's gone by that tenth, so great camera work right there. Cool.
Zubats. Coffee. Baseline! Coffee is caffeinated. 34-21 LA. And they have a 12 and points off turnovers.
Points to the paint, two double Minnesota up, 20-10.
Reid nearly lost the handle, puts it up with the left and through. 6 points now for Naz Reid. It's an 11-point LA lead. Randall all over Zubats. Zubats, nowhere to go. Turned it over.
Chris Finch wants to match Rudy Gobert minutes with Zubats. Julius does a pretty nice job right there defending him.
Minot in the corner. No good. And Porter comes out of there with it. Ooh, Porter almost lost it. Zubats takes the contact, scores anyway.
He's like one of those guys that also has taken advantage of no Paul George. He has flourished in this new role that he has. They need him to score more, and he is.
Alexander Walker can't hit. He is 1 for 4 so far. Zubats left open in the middle. Count it, plus the foul.
Just a rim run that time by Ivica Zubats. Gets the rebound and sprints right down the floor. Amir Coffey again attacking the closeout of Naz Reid. Watch Ivica Zubats just run right down the middle of the floor and nobody picks him up. Julius is too late. You have to, if you're going to be guarding Ivica Zubats, you got to pick him up by the free throw line. It's called doing your work early, Michael Grady.
What you had to do against Kareem?
Absolutely. Pick him up.
The list is long. Robert Parrish.
My goodness.
Edwards back on the floor. Shot blocked by Zubats. Clippers enjoying their largest lead of the game. Jones adds to it. And Chris Finch calls time. The lead is 19. It's a 10-0 LA run.
Remember when you told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones and be wild, 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 wild. Summer's end, and you feel that this is your beginning. Well, colors fade, but it's okay.
To find any rhythm on the offensive end.
That lineup they started was not one of their better lineups, but that was then, this is now. I mean, this is a different situation, so I can see why Chris Finch wanted to maybe insert Dante DiVincenzo into the mix, but that particular five-man lineup was not successful as Rudy Gobert gets the slam on the empty side pick and roll.
Wolves have not had many easy looks tonight. That by far was the cleanest look. 42-25. The question is, can they get stops? Clippers only scored 80 in the last meeting between these two teams. Of course, that was no Norman Powell or Kawhi Leonard. Zubats leads the league in hook shots made this season, knocks down another. He has 9 points in the ballgame. Edwards, outside, 3 balls, short from Naz Reid. And Minnesota is just 2 for 13 from three-point range. Coffee on the attack, blocked by Reid, in the hands of Zubats, spinning, missing, Reid the board. Edwards, yet to get cooking. Naz Reid, same spot, drilled it that time.
Well, going back to that last defensive possession, Naz was there for great gap help. One of the reasons why Minnesota got a stop was his defense on that play, and then comes down and gets the open shot and knocks it down. Naz has been fantastic in this stint. He's got 9 points in 12 minutes.
Powell on the move, gets the whistle, and Powell's going back to the free throw line where he is 5 for 5 tonight.
Again, so Naz is in gap help, and then he also defends and gets the block on Amir Coffey. Rudy Gobert helps get the stop inside, but Naz gets the possession and then sprints out, runs the rim, clears out to the corner, knocking down a 3. That's great work by our truck right there. That's great to get that whole defensive possession by Naz.
Let's get a quick word from Blaze Credit Union.
I'm on Team Blaze.
I'm on Team Blaze.
You're a person, you're on a journey, and Blaze wants to be a part of that.
Go Blaze!
James Harden, Chris Dunn back out there for LA.
How about Norman Powell and James Harden are tied for second for the most 4-point plays completed this year. So knocking down the 3, getting fouled, and then hitting the free throw. They both have 4. Andrew Wiggins, oddly enough, has 5.
Yeah, the Warriors lead the NBA in 4-point plays with 9. Clippers right behind them with 8. Conley, electric slide, can't hit the 3. Zubats, the rebound. Zubats with 7 points here in this second quarter.
The funny thing is Andrew Wiggins has only been fouled, Michael. He's been fouled shooting a 3 6 times, okay? He's made 5 of them. That's a ridiculous number. Norman Powell's been fouled 10 times shooting a 3-point shot. Well, you got to make the shot, and then you got to hit the free throw.
You got to make the yes. This is Naz Reid. Double team momentarily, sets up Conley. Nobody steps out on Conley, and he says, thank you very much.
Boy, you just want to breathe life into Mike's offensive game.
Yes.
Have him get confidence and feel good about what he's doing out there. And Chris Finch has been asking him to be more aggressive. He's got it in him.
Behind the back, Chris Dunn, straight on, well short.
Good contest by Naz again, making that extra effort play. Hard to take Naz off the court right now.
Conley, the right-hand floater goes down.
Oh, it's all
That's
over.
when you know he's on his game.
Yeah, love seeing that.
It is an 8-1 Minnesota run. Crowd applauding the effort. Mike Conley drilling the 3. And then it's the floater game.
All alone, don't wanna be the one that you're trying to avoid. I'm feeling so confused. Why did I act so annoyed? 'Cause I don't wanna be strangers, baby. The next time when we meet, and oh, it dawned on me, yeah, yes it did. standing on the border. The walls around me kept me safe. I couldn't see that I was shutting you out. I was stuck up and proud, but I'm waking up now. I didn't know that I need you. Waking up now. You gotta know that I need you. Up, but it's time for me to be dropping down my defense. I realized I wasn't there for real. What I did didn't make any sense. How can I get you close? I see why you'd be so cold, but you need to forget everything that I've told you. 'Cause I ain't playing it low-key, baby. I'll bring you right back home. And oh, it dawned on me. Yeah, yes it did. Was golden, you gotta know. I was standing on the border. The walls around me kept me safe. I couldn't see that I was shutting you out. I was stuck up and proud. I'm waking up now. I didn't know that I need you. Waking up now. You gotta know that I need you. I'm waking up now.
Right now as it stands.
Shot clock winding down on Leonard. Hand off to Powell. Powell firing. Too strong. Dunn went down hard.
Sure did.
He's slow to get up. Fresh 14 for the Clippers. That's what he does for LA. Powell, second chance points for the Clippers.
Cold-blooded too. Norman Powell, 44% three-point shooter on high volume, over 8 a game.
He's in double figures now with 11. Edwards, just 6 points thus far. Over to Conley. Conley on the drive, swatted out of bounds by Chris Dunn. How often did we say a couple of seasons ago that when the Wolves acquired Conley and Alexander Walker, they also kind of unlocked Rudy Gobert in that trade as well, given how that two-man game works so well. So when Conley's off, seems like it impacts Gobert.
It's thrown off Rudy as well.
Conley is cooking. 48-36. Conley answering that Norman Powell three. LA is led by as many as 19. Conley has the last 8 for Minnesota. Hard hit. Did he do the too small gesture?
Did the too small to Nas Reed. Wow.
Lead back to 15. Edwards in the corner to McDaniels. McDaniels, pump fake, step through, lefty leg. He's had a couple of nice hoops on Kawhi Leonard.
Sure has. Did he subtly do the too small with Kawhi Leonard? I want to see that.
Leonard rimming out on a J. Gobert with his 7th rebound. The big man have been gobbling up boards so far. Zubac has 11 for the Clippers. McDaniels for 3. Money!
Yeah, we got things happening that we've been wanting and asking for. Jaden production, he's got 8 in the game. Mike Conley production, he's got 8 in the game as well.
Zubac and bottled up by Conley. Oh, they called a foul.
Mike had a hold of the basketball. Zubac's twisting of the ball and twisting Mike up might have at some point gotten a wrist, but Chris Finch is going to challenge this. I think.
Not doing it right.
He's not
He
going to
just
do
shook
it.
his
He's
head.
not going to do it.
Oh, that is ball, ladies and gentlemen. Now, again, what would happen is you get a jump ball, so you're not really worried about Conley fouls. You're going to get jump balls, Zubats and Conley, and that's 7 foot on 6'2".
That's just it.
Here's Harden in the corner, sidestep three, no. And the Wolves come out of there cleanly. Edwards over to McDaniels, back to Edwards, lone wolf, cash.
You got a lineup that's cooking now. And it's Minnesota's starting lineup, except for Naz Reid.
Naz Reid in there. It's a 19-7 Minnesota run. Powell threw it right to Conley. Great defense. 5-on-4. Edwards retreats. Reid left alone. No. Gobert! Follow slam and the foul. The Wolves have reeled off 10 straight. And the building has come alive.
Again, Minnesota, how do you unlock Minnesota's offense? They've always felt like until Mike and Jaden come to the party, and then by extension of that, Rudy Gobert becomes a productive player. That's going to unlock Minnesota. Naz Reid has been good for Minnesota. There's so many lineups. When you look at Minnesota's top lineups that include Naz Reid. I mean, Naz Reid has been such a key part of their success on both ends of the floor.
7 points, 8 boards for Rudy Gobert. He's missed 2 free throws. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Harden has to give it up. Powell and fouled on the perimeter by Naz Reid. And you have to recognize how they're officiating the ball game.
Yeah.
and react accordingly.
Bad angle by Naz, though, too. He knows better than that. He needs to take a flatter angle when trying to contain someone like Norman Powell. He's moving to his left hand. That's the direction you want him to go. But Naz has done a nice job out on the perimeter defending James Harden. I mean, when he's been ISO'd with him, he's contained.
Let's get a quick word from CC Honda.
When your whole world revolves around
Eyes on the prize like an animal. I want you to. A body like yours on a sugar rush. Need no beauty.
Norman Powell has 13 in the game now. And a lot of that's come from the free throw line. He's 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Just 1 3 in the game. In 2 attempts.
Edwards, too strong. Conley tried to keep it alive. It's in the hands of Powell. There's a 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Powell was averaging 26 points per game in December. As Reid watching him right now, gives it up to Harden. Harden through traffic and an offensive foul. Just bulldozing his way into the paint. And he picks up his second foul.
They're going to challenge this.
Well, Harden adamant about that one.
Yeah, Mike's pretty adamant too.
Check that it would be his
LA coach's challenge and challenging the offensive foul call on the floor.
We got a green light special.
This will be an interesting call here. This is a good angle.
Right there.
He grabbed his leg.
That's what Mike was motioning. Mike was motioning like he grabbed the back of his leg, and so it's pretty obvious.
Well,
First time in my life, I'm right on the edge now. I'm looking down. No matter how hard I try, can't see the ground.
leg that causes him to fall like that? Pretty simple. If they have not seen this view, because the view that I'm seeing on the scoreboard is way different, and you can kind of see it on that one as well.
Okay, now they just showed a view on the scoreboard that the officials could see that clearly shows the grab of the leg by James Harden. Two veteran point guards. James Harden in his 16th year, Mike Conley in his 18th year. And how about this ball game tightening up here late in the second quarter, Jim B? Clippers led by as many as 19.
Well, I mean, we've seen this story before. I mean, just talking.
After review, at the start of the dribble, Harden uses his left hand to displace Conley's left leg by picking it off the floor. Therefore, the offensive foul stands. The challenge is unsuccessful. LA will no longer be able to challenge, and they lost the timeout.
I want you to finish your thought on the run the Wolves have been on, but how many times does emotion lead to let's challenge the call? Just emotion, as opposed, because that is clear as day, Jim.
It's very much as clear as day, and I'm thinking that obviously that Ty Lue could not see the grab that time as he was doing it, but you got to get help from the bench.
Yes.
I mean, you got to look back at your person that is looking at the video, because that one side was so obvious. Just explaining to people what has happened for Minnesota down the stretch, because people want to know. It's the same story. Starters dig a hole, bench digs a bench comes in and cleans things up, and then whether they win or not depends upon how they execute down the stretch. So
5 seconds to go, second quarter. Edwards down the lane, throws it out. McDaniels, no good. Not sure if that would have counted. That was right there at the horn. Wolves did a great job of taking care of the basketball in that second quarter. Just one turnover in the second quarter after 5 in the opening.
Swaying in the spotlight makes me feel so good inside. Oh baby, don't ever talk about the things that are everlasting. Oh baby, we won't ever last. Hoping we're in that movie when you teach me how to dance, and I'm just a young and foolish, begs for a second chance. I'm doing clumsy pirouettes in your bedroom light, praying you will ask me to come stay the I don't usually fall for someone. I don't even care who I run from. You're on my mind, and you know I'm broken, but you're not the kind, on my mind, so listen. I'm on the run, afraid of heights, and too much for sound, but oh, you make me numb, like no one else. You're too much to calm me down. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, yeah, another kind. Another kind. I don't usually like people, no. I just think they got too much to say. You're on my mind, and you know I'm broken, but you're not the kind, on my mind, so listen. I'm on the run, afraid of heights, and too much for sound, but oh, you make me numb, like no one else. You're too much to calm me down. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, you're another kind. You're another kind. Oh, you're another Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, was it you who saw me first? I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. 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 lose control of myself. Can find you anywhere. Been trying for too long. I give up, I'm out of luck. Been looking everywhere. It doesn't make sense, no. Cause I need you on the dance floor. 4 a.m. and we go home. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger. Cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud. Didn't get your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. That's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. It's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. And we go home. I guess it's history now and girl, you should wear a name tag. I didn't realize the danger. Cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud. Girl, you should wear a name tag. I didn't call you off for another. I didn't cross the line for the bottle. Take me back. Take me back. I know I messed it up like your father. You know you shouldn't care, but you bother. Take me back. Take me back. Don't leave me back, 'cause now I see it clear. Don't leave me, all I want is to be here. Don't go, 'cause all I need is right here.
There is 6 seconds on the shot clock. And Randall 0 for 4, DiVincenzo 0 for 3 in the first half. Edwards has to be aware of the clock. Fires from deep, can't hit. And Harden with the board.
Ant has not been good tonight either. He's 4-12.
Yeah. 9 points for
53 points against the Detroit Pistons.
The man possessed on Saturday. Zubats, bully ball in the lane, short hook for 2.
So skilled. You know, I don't think he gets enough credit for being as skilled as he is on both ends of the floor.
Randall, double pump, fouled on the free throw line jumper, and he'll stay in that spot to shoot 2. Zubats has played his entire career in LA, played his first 3 years with the Lakers, continued on with the Clippers. So he has never had a winter coat, really.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, I'm with you. He's so skilled and an underrated big man in this league.
Why the Lakers gave up on Ivica Zubac, I have no idea.
He has 11 and 11 tonight.
It's one of the more mystifying things because you could see what he was when he wore a Laker uniform. And, hey, the Clippers are the beneficiaries. And he's in great shape now because he was a little big. He was a little heavy when he was playing with the Lakers. It's kind of like Marc Gasol. Like that Marc Gasol story, what Marc Gasol was able to do, man, and become the player he became.
Derek Richardson quickly corrects himself.
There you go, Derek.
Minnesota ball. Good defense by DiVincenzo.
It was.
Again, we're talking about an 8-point ball game, and Randall with just 1 point. DiVincenzo yet to score. Or just 2 for DiVincenzo. Edwards goes off glass, count it, and put him on the line.
Ant was able to draw the foul that time. He got the defender to reach in, and then he gets the contact. Watch that right there. Ivica Zubac gets his hand caught in the cookie jar, and Ant says, "Thank you, John Goble. Appreciate it."
Completes the 3-point play. 12 points now for Anthony Edwards. He's the only Wolves player in double figures, and it's a 5-point ball game. Harden. Nice feed. Zubats getting up and throwing it down.
So patient. Right? That was a clinic right there. Rudy does a nice job of holding up Harden, but the pass that he dimes, and you can see why Ivica Zubac is #1 in the sights of James Harden in terms of his assists. Over 70 dimes to Ivica Zubac from James Harden.
Edwards around a Gobert screen, weaving around traffic, step throw, puts it in. 14 now for Anthony Edwards. Norman Powell on the drive, the layup won't go. Zubac tried to keep it alive but lost it. Edwards, poke away by Dunn. Edwards got it back. Bounce pass, DiVincenzo, splash! First field goal of the night for Dante DiVincenzo. And this is the closest it's been since it was 9-7. Clippers had a 19-point lead in the second quarter, and the Wolves have all but erased it. Leonard, step back 3, left it short. Gobert couldn't control the board. Randall splits the defense down the lane. Randall on the scoreboard. First field goal of the night for Julius Randall. And we are tied at 57.
Well, how about the sprint dribble that time? Unbelievable play by Julius Randall. You got your hands over your eyes because you can see Kawhi Leonard tracking it down. Anthony.
Come take my hand, I will walk sure that you understand. You're the one who gives my life color. There is no one other. With your hand in mine, let me go by your side. Let me go by your side. I wanna stay in your sunlight. I wanna wake up with you by my side. Without you there is no tomorrow. We could be in for the best ride. Want this to last for the rest of our lives. Without you there is no tomorrow. Sometimes I wonder where you came from. You are special, yeah, you're special. Everything about you is so beautiful. I am all yours if you let me stay. You're the one who gives my life color. There is no another. With your hand in mine, let me go by your side. Let me go by your side. I wanna stay in your sunlight. I wanna wake up with you by my side.
NBA.com and make Anthony Edwards a three-time All-Star. He's currently 5th among guards in voting, so let's make sure to move him up. Go vote for Ant and all Timberwolves players on the NBA app and NBA.com. Harden nearly turned it over. The ball rotates. Dunn can't hit the three. DiVincenzo the board. And Minnesota, after trailing by 19, has a chance to take the lead. And they do. First lead since it was 7-4. Edwards has come alive in this third quarter.
One of the best in the NBA at dribble threes, too.
Dunn. Again, the Wolves want exactly that. A one and done. Edwards. Pump fake. DiVincenzo. Goal! And just like that,
man, finally.
Largest lead of the game now for Minnesota.
It's fun to see Minnesota operate with conviction.
Powell can't stop the run. The Wolves have reeled off 13 straight. Edwards, a crossover in the lane. Left hand, no. Tapped out in the hands of Randall. Randall leaves it inside. Gobert, no. Powell over to Dunn. Dunn to Leonard for three. No. Battle for the board. Zubats has it as Gobert goes down. Leonard can't hit the reverse. Quickly up ahead. Randall attacking Harden. Missed the lay-in. Tipped it up and it's blocked by Zubats. What a rejection by Zubats. Harden outside and an offensive foul is called.
Minnesota's getting all these stops and they're just missing point-blank layups. Julius had a very difficult shot, so the walk-up three by Ant. Dante knocks one down as well. Ant's pass and cut that time, but Dante had better ideas. Rudy misses a layup. Julius misses a layup. The Clippers are reeling right now, but Minnesota's got to keep the pedal to the metal.
DiVincenzo, free throw line floater is good. Remarkable turnaround by Minnesota. A lot of time left to play in this ball game. Kicked out of bounds. McDaniels.
Again, Dante doesn't do this that much. You know, he does not shoot those mid-range shots very often.
Outstanding results from this starting unit in the second half, Jim.
They're playing with such conviction and very decisive.
That pass right to McDaniels. Good defense. Edwards racing down the lane and lays it in.
Boy, how often have you seen Ant jet like that? I mean, that was next level. When Jaden was crossing that timeline, he was going to throw it back. Ant had to get across the timeline. Just barely got there, but boy, he put on the afterburners.
Harden fouled on a 3, so
watch Edwards on the right here. Look at him run. Look at him sprint out. Jaden's getting ready to throw it back to him. It's like, I got to get across this. Wow. What an athlete.
The Clippers have not scored in more than 4 minutes of action. And Minnesota calls timeout.
Let the flame fill the night. When we touch, then we ignite. Let the flame fill the night. You and me light up the sky. 'Cause we are fire and we're burning. Won't put it out, even though we're hurting. Let the flame fill the night. When we touch, then we ignite.
John Goebel saying that Randall made illegal contact with the arm. Really hard to see there. That was a better angle. Well, nevertheless, unsuccessful challenge. Both teams without challenges the rest of the way. And Harden will step to the line to try to snap a 17-0 Minnesota run. This is the explosion the Wolves were looking for offensively. We've seen far too many lulls lately with this group, but we were talking before the timeout. This is kind of what Chris Finch was hoping for with this new look starting lineup.
Right. Well, coming into this game, this particular lineup for Minnesota was a -17. In a fair amount of minutes played together, too. It wasn't like it was some little small sample size. So it didn't look very good to start the game because Minnesota got down quickly, and then they were able to dig themselves out of the hole once Naz Reid came back into the game. So it kind of begs the question, was Dante the right one to insert over Mike Conley, or was it Naz Reid to do this Randall? You know, that's the kind of tinkering that you're kind of looking at, is which one and who, you know?
Right.
So The thing we know for sure is Dante, Naz, and Nikhil have been great as Ant knocks down another triple.
That's his third three-pointer of the ball game. He continues to lead the NBA in three-point field goals this season. 144 on the year, and he has 13 points here in this third quarter.
Minnesota has 5 more threes made in this game already.
Outside look good. James Harden, 15 points.
Spoke too soon. Clippers make 12 and a half a game.
Randall can't answer.
Minnesota averages just over 15 a game, 15.1 to be exact.
Harden, 3 more? Yes. He's a flamethrower when he gets going. He has 18 points. And it's a 4-point ball game. He has the last 9 for LA. Edwards over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, long range, rimming out.
A couple of threes in a row by James Harden kind of changes the complexion of the game.
Oh, he's in his bag now. Another 3, that time short. Coffee chased it down. Harden, no good.
3 of 8 for James Harden.
Randall trying to spin off of Coffee and was held. That is the 3rd foul on Amir Coffee. Coffee from Hopkins, Minnesota.
His dad, Richard Coffey, great player at the University of Minnesota. Played a minute for the Timberwolves as well.
Mike Conley back out there on the floor along with Naz Reid from Minnesota. Into Gobert. Gobert. Oh, extra pass. Reid. Electric slide. And cannot hit from deep.
That's a good
tremendous ball movement.
It was.
Norman Powell regains the dribble. Powell on the move. High off glass. Made it look easy.
Does a great job of attacking the basket. You know, obviously he's a tremendous three-point shooter, but when he drives it, he's getting to the rim and very skilled.
Edwards can't hit. Gobert getting up for the rebound. Tried to throw it down, can't do it. Edwards chased it down. Conley has it. Back to Edwards. Between the leg dribble, drawing a crowd, splits the defense, slapped out of bounds. And it's off of LA. They cannot.
They're saying it's out by LA. It looked like it went off Ant's hip. Can't challenge that. They've already used their challenge and it was not successful. Yeah. So we're going to go small here. Nicholas Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac, which begs the question, do you bring Julius Randle back for Rudy Gobert?
And the Clippers are coming off of a blowout win over Atlanta on Saturday. That snapped a 2-game losing streak for them. Reid off the inbound. Drives to the cup and scoops it home.
Not having Zubac in there makes a difference. Rudy did a nice job of clearing Batum out of the paint and gave Naz that driving lane.
Terrence Mann gives it up to Harden. Harden watched by Alexander Walker. 5 on the shot clock. Harden, the blow by, puts it up, left it short.
Trying to force him left.
Edwards throws it out to Alexander Walker. Oh, nice feed, and Reid puts it through.
Love the technique too by Naz, sitting in the dunker spot. Presented himself, catch wide, finish close. That's how you do it. Great footwork. They're going to call an offensive foul on Nick Batum here.
John Goebel all over it.
Watch Naz, though, the way he sits down inside. So much pressure on Nikhil. And Naz is just sitting right there. No one's guarding. Catch wide, finish close. Textbook.
Conley in the teeth of the defense, throws it out to Edwards, who had to chase it down. 7 on the clock. Edwards double pump, can't hit. Gobert, foul. The big fella putting in work inside. He has 13 rebounds. And he's going to shoot 2. Well, they took a rebound away. He has 12.
Clippers were up 24-12 in points in the paint. Rudy's been a part of this, but Minnesota now has the lead 34-32.
Rudy hits the first. Let's get a word from Chia Health.
For some of our patients, the goal is playing on a winning team. But you just want to stay in the game. At Trio Orthopedics, we'll treat your back so you can be there for your team.
Wolves are also down in second chance points. Rudy can't get the second free throw to go down. He's just 2 of 5 from the line, but Wolves have a 12-9 advantage right now in second chance points.
Second foul on Anthony Edwards. Second team foul on the Wolves. If you're just joining us, you missed a seesaw battle to this point. Clippers jumped out to a 19-point lead in the second quarter. Wolves led by 10 here in this third quarter, and it's 75-68 at the moment. Coffee outside, Batum, corner 3, rimming out. Here comes Conley. Wolves looking for the regular season sweep of the Clippers. Edwards. Oh, the Euro and the finish. Harden gives it up to Batum. It rotates the man in the corner. Back to Coffee. Coffee. Good.
That's cold-blooded right there.
Cold-blooded.
Just looked Mike right in the eyes. And Minnesota did a great job defending on that possession.
We have a battle here at Target Center. Good pass over to Reed. Reed, his look to Conley was deflected out of bounds. 1:27 to go here in the third.
And just making it personal now. Down there in the baseline. Talking to his boy Nick down there.
Who's got a camcorder out.
He's out there filming.
Check his social media later. Edwards, deep corner. No good, and that's a shot clock violation. 76 seconds to go here in this third quarter, and Anthony Edwards with 15 points and 3 assists here in the period. He had 9 points at halftime. Coffee, elbow J, not enough on it. Conley. Alexander Walker tried to get it inside to Gobert, batted away. Coffee over to Harden, downhill, count it, plus the foul. 77-73 with the free throw coming for James Harden, who has 20 points in the ballgame.
Yeah, averages 21 a game. You know, he's right there at his assist number. He's got 8 assists right now. Excuse me, 6 assists, 8 rebounds. He's looking at a triple-double in this game. Julius comes in for Rudy.
That James Harden resume. League MVP in 2018. Can't hit the free throw. 10-time All-Star. 6-time first-team All-NBA. It still has a lot left in the tank. Edwards nearly lost the handle. Terrence Mann knocked it out of bounds. It will stay with Minnesota. Again, the Wolves have done a better job of taking care of the basketball since a sloppy opening quarter. Edwards got it into Randall. Randall going right at Harden. Harden with the good hands. 30 seconds to go. Harden. That's an offensive foul. He was hooking Randall with the left arm. Third foul on James Harden.
It makes my heart swell that these players aren't getting these calls anymore. I love it. I hated it. I hated watching James Harden. I'm not the biggest James Harden fan in terms of watching. I do like the fact that he's assisting more and he's not playing so much ISO basketball. He's actually playing a more pleasing brand of basketball to watch. But in Houston, I really felt the Rockets were unwatchable.
We've grown accustomed to your feelings about foul hunters on this broadcast.
Yes.
I know. I
do not enjoy.
And I'm with you, partner. 15 seconds to go in this third quarter. Edwards. And that screen too strong there from Julius Randle. And the Clippers will have 7.8 seconds to work with.
This has not been a great Julius game. 1 of 9 from the field. He's made some tough plays here, and then illegal screen right there. Ant kind of went too early.
Porter gives it up. Batum for 3. 77-76. Wolves outscore the Clippers 31.
On a run from a given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. I swear I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on trying to end, still it feels like I'll pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the joys and ball of joy. Just being all the red lights. Keep on driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how it looks like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on lingering.
Where they trail by at least 10 points. They're trying to make it a 7 tonight. Clippers get the rock to start the fourth. Porter. And there's a foul away from the ball. It's against Dante DiVincenzo. That's going to be his third. Check that, his second, excuse me.
Minnesota's not a lock and trail team, so they don't try to top lock and not allow the player to come off those things. So they chase or they try to slide through. Dante just got caught up that time.
Powell from long range bricked it, and Conley couldn't control the rebound. It will stay with the Clippers. They'll have 14 on the clock. Conley never had possession. And Ty Lue has done a tremendous job with this Clippers squad, playing without Kawhi Leonard for most of the year. Of course, no Paul George. And they are 5 games above 500.
Addition by subtraction.
Yes, those were Norman Powell's words exactly. And there's Powell on cue, but missed the shot. Alexander Walker the board. Alexander Walker, good defense by Porter to strip it. Derrick Jones Jr., no. Coffey, the offensive rebound, blocked by Reed. Coffey, blocked again. Oh, they call a foul.
Oh, what a possession. We've seen Nas do it so many times. The swipe down that time was, he hits Coffey on the forehead. So that was a great play, but Coffey sticks with it. Right there, Nas clubs him. Tough play.
Love the effort.
I mean, that's just a lot of want-to right there, you know, because Nikhil was competing for it, but Coffey just wanted it more. And to his credit, I mean, he's a bigger, stronger player than Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Amir Coffey now with 9 points. Clippers back up by 1. 7th lead change for the ballgame. Randall yet to really get going offensively in this one. Turns on Powell, puts it up and through.
He's got to win that matchup. He's got the size advantage over Norman Powell. They aren't bringing the double.
Randall now 2 for 10. He has just 5 points tonight. Powell, hard drive, no. And Coffey is fouled again. They're getting Julius Randle for the foul. That's going to be his 4th and the 3rd team foul on Minnesota already.
I mean, Mike is guarding Amir Coffey, and it's just a matchup problem. I mean, so Mike's not even thinking about boxing him out, which I can't believe he's not boxing him out.
Coffey can't hit.
He's already proven he's a corner crasher, right? I mean, you got to put a body on him.
Randall.
Little things.
Trying to go right back to work, has to kick it out. Randall. Step through. Tried to throw it out to Reed, and Batum was right there. Porter, blocked from behind by Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo from 3, go!
Unreal.
Unlimited range. Minnesota by 4. Porter rises, can't hit. Randall the rebound. Conley weaving through traffic, over to Randall. DiVincenzo, 3 more? No. Porter sizing up Naz Reid. Gets a screen from Coffey. Over to Coffey for 3. Well off the mark. DiVincenzo. Over to Reed. Reed spinning. Left hand. Off the mark. Alexander Walker kept it alive. Reed is there for the follow. And the Clippers need timeout. Alexander Walker is doing so many things that don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet.
Well, the block does.
That shows up.
And so does.
So baby, we should start living now, 'cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now.
Six, Norman Powell tries to cut into it, missed twice. They are 0 for 11 here in this fourth quarter. Dante, and a defensive 3 seconds call against the Clippers. One thing that will be interesting to see from LA's point of view, Ty Lue said before the game that Kawhi Leonard is not going to close in this ball game. Kawhi Leonard has played 21 minutes tonight. He's still sitting on the bench right now. I'm curious if Ty Lue is going to hold to that. Again, looking big picture as far as Kawhi Leonard's health.
Yeah.
Or will we see Kawhi Leonard one more time? You see his numbers tonight, 3 of 11 shooting.
Yeah, just played over 18 minutes last ball game against the Atlanta Hawks, and he's played 21 minutes here. 20-41, so 21. Close enough. Been effective.
The floater from Dante goes down.
A couple floaters now by Dante in this game. He's got 15.
Then he only had 2 points at halftime on free throws. 5 field goals here in the second half. Norman Powell with the runner.
Pizza Zubac's back into the game, so that means Rudy Gobert's back in the game for Minnesota.
Conley. Oh, the blow by.
Gave him that hezzy. He froze a Pizza Zubac's that time.
89-80. Minnesota's largest lead tonight has been 10. Derek Jones Jr. curling. Oh, nice feed to Porter in the corner. Fires a 3 and drilled it. My goodness.
It's one of the things that these players work on so much now is reloading, because they know that teams are going to contest, are going to fly by, and then also